guys, I'm back.
Hi, I'm back too.
We're back. We've got Shit Hits the Fan box for January. A little bit late, but here it is. Alright, so a couple announcements. Number one, still waiting on the last couple items in the mail for the bug out bag. So here's the deal. If the bug out bag, and I'm saying this before we open the box, so I want you guys to listen. If the stuff for the bug out bag doesn't get here by the time we are done with our February boxes, or our first couple February boxes anyway, we're just going to go with the giveaway. And then you guys will see the bug out bag when we announce the winners. So we'll just go through the whole giveaway with all the other prizes. The grand prize will still be the bug out bag, and then I'll give everybody a chance to see the bug out bag and decide if they want to withdraw their name from the bug out bag and like any of the secondary prizes better. And I'll explain more in the rules later on as we go, why that might make sense to somebody. Second, so there's been a huge problem with the government shutdown and customs, I guess, with Ravencrest knives, which I guess now we, confirmation that they come from China. Anyway, Ravencrest for January is delayed. We'll get them sometime soon. But anyway, besides those, this will be our last January box, and we'll start the February cycle real soon. So, we're going to dive into this January Shit Hits the Fan Mystery Gear box. I'm going to be using something I don't think I've ever even shown this on the channel. So, Rob Dalton, very well-known name in the knife industry, makes some amazing handmade knives. This is the Drifter. I've had this in my collection for quite a while. I don't know if a lot of folks... No, PETA, not for you. I don't know how many of you guys are familiar with Rob Dalton's work. He makes great custom knives. We're going to use this to open the box today. Okay. Whew, I'm glad I was a little gentle cutting into this box here, Aiden. So kind of a heavy box this month. I see a lot of tent-related stuff all right on top. I wonder if they're doing a theme. So let's try to do the real quick thing. So 3 levels of this box: Primary, Pro, and Elite. We subscribe to the Elite, which costs us $89.99 a month. The Pro is $49.99. The Primary is $19.99. If you get the Pro box, you're getting everything that comes in the Primary and the Pro. If you get the Elite, you're getting everything that comes in all 3 levels. All of these values that they put here are MSRP value, so you might be able to find it cheaper. All of these things usually come out of the Bud K catalog. So what we're going to do is we are going to take everything out of the box and we're going to go item by item from the Primary, Pro, and Elite. Pete is going to take over the box as we take stuff out of the box. Do you approve? And he heard me put a box down and came right in.
Yes, I Peter and I approve.
And yes, good. Thank you, Peter. And we're going to go right through everything and put it in our 3 different piles. As we were getting everything out of the box, we noticed that this is kind of an outdoor-related box, and there are some items we are going to have to do tomorrow outside, just to get a real good look at them. So we might not be going perfectly in order right now tonight. We're going to do everything we can do now, and there's at least 3 items, possibly 4, that we're going to have to take a look at tomorrow outside when it's light out. So we've got, let's see, a mosquito net hammock, an ultra lightweight camping chair. Some pretty cool items for this box that we don't normally see. Let's see. So this, for sure, this has poles. This is going to be the ultralight camping chair, I'm sure. We can look at that in the shop tomorrow. This, I think, this is the ultralight tarp shelter. So we'll be looking at that tomorrow. And this is the hammock. This is a self-inflating camp pillow, so we'll look at that tonight. We've actually seen this exact same saw somewhere else. It's a good saw. We'll look at it tonight. I've already tested it, though, once upon a time. It's actually a pretty good saw. But those 3 items we're going to have to actually look at and put together tomorrow when we have a little bit more space and room. So we'll go through all this other stuff tonight, right now, and do that all in order. So, to start off with, in the Primary box, with a January retail value, remember MSRP of $57.94, an assisted opening rescue folder for $14.99. So I noticed we've got 2 Timberwolf boxes here this month, so 2 knives. Or I think one might be a multi-tool. So like I said, a whole outdoor theme. Ooh, when they give you a gold emblem, you know you're gonna get something good. So Timberwolf is not a brand I'm particularly fond of, but I've noticed that, you know, some of the more recent boxes, they've had some good quality stuff. And I don't know how I feel about this one yet. But Timberwolf, if you were asking me about a year and a half ago, I would automatically file it with M-Tech and TAC Force. I really have to stop now and kind of look at all the Timberwolf knives at, you know, individually, because some of them actually have been pretty good lately. I don't know what it is. Now this plastic scales, you got your little Timberwolf, leader of the pack. So that's nice. I'm kind of tired of people just calling anything with a glass breaker or a line cutter or a rescue knife. And I think I've kind of bitched and moaned about that before, that it's, you know, the blade has a lot to do with it too, the shape of the blade, blah, 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 blah. I don't know about this one yet because we haven't looked at it, but fit and finish, you know, again, so this is lower end Timberwolf. I don't know how you classify them by higher end or lower end, but you can see that it's not quite there in some places. Looks like we've got decent centering though. You can see the fit and finish is lacking in a couple areas. I mean, it's Timberwolf. We're not going to go crazy, but there have been some really good quality Timberwolves that have come in some of the boxes lately. Nice spring action. Feels like, if I had to guess, a torsion bar system rather than a coil spring in there. Not bad. Handle is not the most comfortable. Another thing I don't like is, and I've said this a few times, I don't like when the line cutter is just out and exposed all the time, because it usually involves some kind of just kind of hard edge there that can catch your hand at just the wrong way. Not that I'm saying that that's going to cut your hand, it's just not the most comfortable. And I have seen some pockets cut with this by accident. Now this one, being tipped down only, you might not have to worry about that as much, but it can happen. There are a lot of knives out there, good rescue knives, that have their line cutters retractable or guarded somehow. So not the most comfortable knife in the world, honestly, but not too bad. Tiny, tiny little bit of blade play there. I love when they say handcrafted in China. Let's go ahead and get the blade test done. All of my scrap testing paper has like interesting drawings from the boys now. I have no idea what this is supposed to be. Let's see. Oh, nicely finished blade anyway. Feels pretty good. Let's do a little pull-through test here. Nope. Nope. There. Well, after the third attempt, it decided to go. I think it'll probably do better on the slice. Yeah. The slice works out better, and it's not too bad a cut either. Give this guy a try. And it's a kind of a thick knife, too, for where the cutter is. That's why I like the separate line cutters also. It's usually thinner and a little less awkward to get what you need in there. But let's see. Oh, excellent though. Great quality blade. That works exactly as it should, so at least that's cool. And then of course glass breaker / temple smasher. So while not something I would pick out or carry on my own, you know, unless it was like an emergency, not too bad overall from Timberwolf. Let's see. Check out the lock up there. And you guys want to take bets? Should I hold a second while I like take bets, bet shots, or whatever else you want on how it does for the lockup? Look at that. Lock held pretty well. Didn't travel too much. Not very sticky. Blade is still pretty centered. No blade play introduced. Not bad, actually. Not bad. Like I said, you know, I got thrown for a little bit by some of the fit and finish issues, but Timberwolf has stepped up a little bit. So, we'll throw this one in the giveaway. I feel comfortable putting this in someone's hand. Not bad. Not bad at all. So, actually, believe it or not, this one goes and I like it. Simple. You know, a knife doesn't have to be pretty to work. And this one works. So, there you go. 5-in-1 survival whistle. Now, we got this before. This I remember putting in either meh or don't like it. I think I put it in meh. just because it's made pretty cheap. But some other folks liked it. Some viewers really liked it. So it's got a whistle, of course. It's got a little button type compass over there. It's got a container with a rubber O-ring, so it's waterproof. It's got now this is a signaling mirror, so it's got that, and then it's got right here. You can't really even tell on this one. It's got a ferro rod. This ferro rod can be very hard to reach sometimes because of how thin it is. So what I did with another one of these is I just took a little Dremel and I just kind of ground down right there, just very lightly, just to make it a little bit easier to reach that. I was very hard on this. For $4.99. What did they say it was? Oh, $7.99. They said this thing was $7.99. I would not pay more than $2.99 for this. But $7.99 I think is a complete ripoff for just the materials and what you're getting. But you find this for about $2-3 in the store, and that's pretty good. It is. I did test the waterproofness of it on another one. It keeps stuff very waterproof. I will throw some survival matches in there and fill it up, and we will call this a giveaway item as well. I'm still putting it in matte just because that ferro rod pisses me off. I'm not a big fan of it. I'm not, especially if they're going to try to charge you $7 for it, but almost $8. But I know that there's a lot of folks out there that really like this one. So I'm going to put it in meh, but just because that's my opinion doesn't mean it has to be everybody's opinion. So if you like that, with the last time we saw one of those, and you'd like to go for that and giveaway, I'm sure it'll do just fine for you. Especially, and I think for that price, they should fill it with matches too. I mean, I just realized I looked at the wrong item completely. Whoops. When I was looking at the price, I skipped over the waterproof first aid guide. I was looking at the 5-in-1 survival whistle. Sorry, when I said the $7.99. $4.99 I still think is too much for this. Should be $2.99. Should be half the price, and it should come with the matches in it for that price. But anyway, so meh. Well, let's look at the waterproof first aid guide for $7.99. Here we go. First aid guide. $7.99. Really? Maybe $4.99 for this. Publisher assumes no liability brought on. Yeah, okay. So you can't sue them if you do the stuff in here and it doesn't work out. This is, so you guys know my background. This is something that I take pretty seriously. I like heat stroke and heat exhaustion. That's important to know. If they have anything about frostbite and hypothermia? No. Because why would you ever get a cold weather injury? You're only going to get a hot weather injury. But that's cool. Why do you need a blood donor compatibility chart? Are you going to be doing blood transfusions? Like as you're splinting injuries? I don't know, that's unnecessary. You don't need that. Do they need to fill space? That exact size there? Like, that is not first aid at all. Not at all. But signs of shock, that's cool. It's okay. Alright. I mean, for a small pamphlet, not bad. I don't know if this is $4.99 worthy, but interesting the few things they chose to put in there. And oh, there's hypothermia. Come here. There's hypothermia. A frostbite, frost nip, anything like that. That's important. You don't want to treat frostbite the wrong way, first aid wise. Mess up some tissues there. But anyway, okay. I don't like this. This is going in, don't like it. I just don't like it. I know it's small and they can only put so much stuff in it. I just don't like it. For medical reasons that I don't want to get into right now. I'm also not putting this into the giveaway because for medical reasons I don't want to get into right now. I don't want someone's life depending on this thing. Knowing that I sent this out to someone as potentially their only medical guide. This is going in, don't like it. Number one, the price is, I think, too much for it. And I don't want, you guys know I don't like to comment publicly on a whole lot of medical stuff because I don't want to open up that Pandora's box and open up that can of worms and, you know, all that other stuff. But I'm not thrilled with this thing. Okay, so self-inflatable pillow for $12.99. There we are. Okay, I'm happy. I really wanted to get to this. I want to see how it self-inflates. So, there's no instructions outright in this bag. I guess we just open this valve. Oh, I see. It's compressed and you open the valve and it just draws air in. Is that... It's really the extent of its self-inflation there? Is it still going? No? That's it? Tell me there's more inflating in the self-inflating pillow. Maybe I needed to blow it up once? Alright, I'm going to blow it up real quick. Well, here it is inflated. And it's a nice sized pillow. You know, for one person. Also makes great flotation device, I'm sure. Now, it does say self-inflatable pillow. It says don't let kids play with the plastic bag. It says self-inflating camping pillow. Are there any instructions in here that I'm missing? Nope. So let's uninflate it. Let's roll it back up. See, now I'm thinking that it should work kind of like a sponge to water. But if you roll it up nice and tight and then you seal it up like vacuum style, it should want to just fill up and suck the air in when you open it. Right? That's what I'm thinking. It's going. You gotta exfil it really tight, and otherwise this is the extent of its self-inflation, which, you know, if you want a lumpy flat pillow, that's okay. Look, the fact is blowing it up doesn't take all that much. It's a nice camping pillow, but it doesn't self-inflate the way it's supposed to. So I'm gonna have to give it a meh. I'm definitely going to have to give it a meh. I see how it works, though, and how it's supposed to work anyway, and maybe, you know, as I get better with the tightening it, and the way, you know, you deflate it, and you squeeze the air out rapidly, and then, you know, get a vacuum in there, maybe it'll work better. I definitely like the item, it just doesn't do what it says it does. So it's got to go in meh. It's got to go in meh. Disappointing, but still a decent camping pillow. Next, we're looking at the folding handsaw for $9.99. And this Trailblazer handsaw. I think it was also a Shit Hits fan box that we saw the same saw. It was a nice, small, lightweight, effective saw. It was good. It worked well. You know, I'll probably take this outside tomorrow too and do a little saw test with it, just so you can see. I'm telling you now, though, it's going to go in like it, because I remember the other one we had was red, but it's lightweight. It's got some very nice, effective teeth. They don't get gummed up too bad cutting. It is not the highest quality, but it's a very good saw, especially for the price. And then, you know, the two-pack of tent lights to finish off our primary box for $6.99. Tent lights. So let's see. Like I said, lots of tent-related stuff. Looks like little tiny light bulbs. No batteries in this. Let's see what kind of batteries we need. Ooh, each one takes, what, 3 AAAs, huh? Oh. Alright, stand by. So, AAA's installed, and not a bad light. Let's see. I guess that's a little bit dimmer. And then flashing mode. Interesting. And then off. And in the dark, not so easy to find that on-off button in the dark. And on. A little bit dim. Flashing. Back to on, and if this was hanging kind of right above the camera there, not bad, and you get 2 of them, you know, just for lighting up your tent. And I guess you can set it up as a little beacon if you want to. Nifty. $6.99 for 2 of these guys. I think that's a reasonable price. Not going to give off a whole lot of light, but in your tent, pretty good. I'll put these in the like it pile. I know the boys will love these for the roof of the bottom bunk and bunk beds for making a fort. That'll be cool. But yeah, LED obviously can't get into there. What would be nice is if it didn't just have this hook though, and you could like kind of stand it up as like a little lantern, you know, besides just hanging it up. But it is a tent light, not a lantern light, but not bad. Put those 2 guys together in the like it pile. Okay, so we have gone through everything in the primary box without having to go outside. We're going to go outside for the saw tomorrow. Let's move now to the Pro Box. So remember, the Pro Box includes everything in the primary box, and then these 2 things we're not going to look at here right now. So we'll come back to the Pro Box. Inside of the Elite Box, we're going to look at one... Oh, hi, PETA. You sniffing everything? We're going to look at one more item in the Elite Box. We're going to look at the Undertaker Multi-Tool for $15.99. That's what's in the other Timberwolf box. It's heavy. It's got some weight to it. I like that. So, the sheath is not great. Very, very thin. I feel like it could be torn very easily, although I'm not going to do that right now. But it's not a particularly heavy gauge nylon or anything like that. And if you look, it doesn't look real strong either. But you've got single belt loop in the back, kind of a weak Velcro. But you know what? You could always put this thing into any other sheath that you wanted to. And I have a sheath video coming up real soon too. So, not a problem. So let's take a look at the tool. That's interesting. Okay, so we got a tool, and we have a set of bits, 1/4 inch. We'll look at them in a little bit. I like the weight on this. It's got a different look. You don't see wood scales, and this does feel like real wood. You don't see wood scales on multi-tools very often. So we've got, you know, your standard butterfly opening. Nice spring action there. Now, it doesn't have a list of the tools or anything, so, you know, we'll count along together. It just says stainless, of course. Actually, it says 2CR on there, which I hope it's not 2CR 13, 14 or something stainless. But anyway, okay, let's not even go there. So, comfortable. It is kind of comfortable. Edges are rounded off a little bit, so it's not like just square. It's not hot spotting your hand. I imagine it might build some hot spots after a while, though it is pretty thick on the handles. But I like the spring action on it. So let's see, if we want to count tools, you guys count along at home. So 1, because we know what they do. Needle nose pliers, regular nose needle nose pliers, regular pliers, and wire cutters. So that's going to be 3 tools right there. Right? I'm digging the handles, though. The handles are nice. Let's see. Inside, now none of these external tools lock. So what do we got here? We got either, well, small or medium slotted driver. That's weird. What the hell is that? Oh, I wonder if... Hang on. Damn. Okay. Need to loosen that up. Jeez. Yep. Okay. That holds your bit adapter on. Got a small or medium Phillips head, whatever they're calling it there. And then you've got your can opener, which usually has another small slot driver on there. This one does not, but okay. So you've got your can opener. One day I'm going to have to do a whole video just on how to use this can opener. People keep asking me, how does that open cans? On this side, we've got a knife with the Timberwolf on it. Well, this could use a little bit of honing. Right around there, you've got a little bit of a burr. And now it works just fine. No, it doesn't. All right, good. Glad I didn't make that up. All right, so I'm not even going to do the P-cord test on it right now because, yeah, so this edge needs a little bit of honing right there. But you've got that. Another slot driver right there. A smaller slot driver right there. Little punch for you. Let me close this so I don't risk skewering myself. And then, so this looks like a fish-related tool to me. This does not look like it's going to be it doesn't feel like it'd be a very good serrated blade or saw. But you got a small ruler on there too. All in all, though, $15.99, it's a nice looking tool. It's not a bad tool. And it gives you a set of bits. I can't attest to the quality of these bits, but 3 Phillips head, 3 slot drivers, 3 Allen wrenches. Oh, no, 5 Allen wrenches. So, I mean, that's a nice little thing to have. If you're, new to multi-tools, it's a nice starter tool. If you already have a good one and you just want a backup, that's cool too. But I think this is, I have a plethora of multi-tools already. I think this is a great giveaway item. Perfect giveaway item. So, I'm going to put this in, I'm struggling now because I think for the price and for what it does, basic tool capability, I'm going to put it in I like it, actually. I know the steel might not be fantastic, but I think somebody's going to really enjoy that tool. I've seen much, much worse come in these boxes, and I've seen much worse tools for, $9.99 or even $20 than that one. So I'm going to put it in I like it. Maybe we can do the chair, the lightweight chair, which is the ultra lightweight camping chair, $39.99. That's part of the Pro box. But the other ones we definitely got to do tomorrow outside. So here's the ultra lightweight chair. Here it is, coming out of the package, with lots of straps and legs and stuff. Oh, cool. It's the kind that you just sort of let it put itself together. Give it a little bit of help. Doom, doom, ba-doom. Sound effects always help. Always help you put stuff together. Ba-doom, and then ba-doom. And this just looks like a crazy SATCOM antenna. None of these things come with instructions. Now, of course, you could just figure it all out. These have legs, they go on the bottom, stuff like that. None of them have instructions, though. And you'd think that they'd at least come with instructions. And this is a completed chair right here. Very small. I mean, they're not kidding. Small, lightweight. So, it's not bad. It's comfortable. Lean back a little bit. Chill. Feels secure. It's just a little guy. Little tiny guy. But no, I feel secure. Pick up a kitty, like an evil genius, and be like, no, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die. So far, this has been a great box, especially for Shit Hits the Fan box. So, when it gets light out tomorrow, we got 2 things we're going to check out. We're going to check out the Hammock with mosquito net, and we're going to check out this tent shelter tarp. We're out here by a snowy stump. We are braving the polar vortex, whatever that is. It's like a heat wave in the polar vortex. It's 12 whole degrees. So we're going to take a look at the shelter tarp and the mosquito net hammock out here while we've got some sun to warm us up a little bit. I think we'll start with this guy right here. Got some dimensions there. And we've got a National Guard flyover. Beautiful day for flying. Nice, cold, clear air. Let's see what we've got here. We got a little bag with our stakes. I want to be wearing gloves, but I feel like I might need a little manual dexterity here. Okay. Lots of cord and the stakes. And we've got the actual tarp. So thin. I was wondering if it was going to be insulated some way. It's not. It's just a waterproof tarp is all. Let's get this thing set up. I did kind of a hasty setup here. I didn't want to damage the pegs, hammering them too hard into frozen ground. So it's not as tight as it can be. I think a lot of people might notice that what's missing here are some sticks twisted in and tied so that any moisture, rain or anything coming off of, ideally you'd be tying it to trees, not garden fence, but would run down your line and into the ground and not into your tent. But it's not bad. Gives you a pretty good amount of space inside. I mean, here I am. Wouldn't want to do much more in it besides take shelter from, the rainy elements. You could probably survive in it for, a little bit if you had to. Maybe get a nice floor matting going on and put your fire out there a little bit. Build yourself a nice wooden wall to keep the heat coming this way. But, rainproof. Like I said, it's lightweight, not insulated, but you could do plenty of stuff, in a survival situation. Use this as the basis for whatever. Build yourself, if you're really motivated to do it, build yourself, kind of a lattice structure and line it with leaves or whatever if you're really into all that. Or if you're just out and about and all of a sudden you need to get in out of the rain, I guess this would work. Like I said, it's really lightweight. Probably sleep too comfortably in here if you had to. You know what? I love you guys. I'm gonna lay down in the snow for you. Oh, this sucks, but yeah, get two people in here comfortably, or very comfortably if they like each other. Not bad. It went up in, besides, it was windy. So, but if it wasn't windy and my fingers weren't so cold, 5 minutes. Up and ready to go. I think we're probably going to put this in I Like It. Why did I use the 550 cord when it came with all this? This is all nicely packaged up, and I'm just going to leave it like this and put it back in the pouch so that, when it comes time to use the thing for real, it's all packaged up like that. So, yeah. One extra peg, so if you wanted to close one of the ends, you could do that and put it up a different way. I just did what was quick for getting the thing up. Take a look at the hammock with mosquito net. Now, we've seen these before in a few different boxes. I'm not expecting any big cosmic item here. It probably is exactly what it is. Just need room to spread it out here. Oh yeah, and it's the kind where it just folds in on itself. It's cool. So got that. We've got stuff to strap it to trees. This is definitely not a cold weather item, but in a case like now, at least it gets you off the ground, So I don't see anything special or different about it. Very lightweight. I've seen some heavier weight nylons on the bottom of these, which is nice. Gives you a nice secure feeling. But very lightweight feeling zippers. But hey, these zippers came intact. We've seen some of these come out of boxes where the zippers were already messed up. That's cool. Super lightweight material, but it is what it is. I mean, if you've ever been in a buggy kind of place, Chickatee Island in the summer, for example, in Virginia, those are awesome to have. I mean, anywhere in the summer where you want to just lay down and not be pestered by stuff, those are awesome to have. Like I said, I don't see anything that makes it super special. I don't see anything that makes it crappy. Frozen to the metal already. I guess we'll put it in I Like It, because it's not a bad item. I mean, it's good. It's just, it's not blowing my mind or anything, but standard length. And, you know, lots of different loops. Oh, no, it's not. It's just one loop. A couple different loops to suspend the mosquito net over you as you lay down. You've got string to do that and a couple of straps for the trees. Just curious how many actual strings for suspending the net they give you. So 2 to suspend the net over you. I mean, you know, I guess, yeah, it is what it is. It's not a bad item though, it's a good item to have. So we'll put it in like it because, you know, they're always useful. They're always fun. Maybe we'll throw the mosquito net hammock in the giveaway. We have a bunch. We'll see. But here's total length. It doesn't say exactly how long. You know, if it says it on the website, I'll have put it in. It's my foot for comparison. Alright. I'm back inside, wrapping everything up, guys. I know I didn't use the saw, because quite frankly, I forgot to bring the saw outside with me. Trust me, the saw works. I have reviewed the saw before. It's a good, you know, it's a low-priced option. It's not as good as a fancier one. It's not. But, you know, for what you're paying, it works well in that price. Now, I don't know if I'm just happy that it's our first Shit Hits fan box of the new year, or if I'm feeling overly generous, or I'm just kind of tired, but look at the way the items have stacked up. So in the like it pile, we've got our camping lights, our tent lights, we've got our saw, we've got our shelter tarp, we've got our mosquito net hammock, we've got our little lightweight chair, our multi-tool, and the knife, of all things, a knife from Shit Hits fan box in the I like it pile. How often does that happen? Not often, I'll answer that. In meh, we've got the non-self-inflating, self-inflating pillow, and the 5-in-1 survival tool match holder. And in don't like it, I don't even want you touching anything else. I've got that first aid quick reference guide that really doesn't cover anything you really need in first aid in any depth whatsoever, and then goes on to give you things like blood transfusion compatibility guides. I don't even know. And this is not the first time that they have given us one of these overly priced, lacks any real good information, and then throws in ridiculous stuff that we would never actually need kind of field guide things. So that's going to go over there. But this is the way it's stacked up. Anyway, what do you guys think? One thing I'm kind of on the fence about, going to be honest, is the hammock. I'm putting it in the I like it because, you know, in terms of the theme for everything else, I think it kind of fits in here a little bit. I think that it's always nice, especially, you know, I was thinking at first, boy, it's a wintertime box. Who wants to sleep in a mosquito net hammock? But then I was also thinking, you know, it's really nice to get your butt off the cold ground, and there's nothing saying you can't put a good sleeping bag inside the hammock, getting off the cold ground and sleeping in there. And then come the warmer weather, you've got your bug protection there. So it's going in I like it. Even though a lot of them are very flimsy, you have to be kind of gentle with them. But there it is. So yeah, what do you guys think? How do you rack and stack all these things? I think it's actually a nice selection. There's not a lot of stuff that's really super gimmicky. There's not a lot of stuff that's, you know, mall ninja, truck stop quality. Can't wait to see what you guys think of this stuff. Different kind of box, I feel, than a lot of what we've been getting from this subscription. Not as many items, but also not as much just junk. Anyway, guys, I got some editing to do. I got some other stuff to get up. Please, always remember, don't ever forget, you are all absolutely awesome. I appreciate every single one of you. And I'll be back again real soon.